Joined then by first team manager Ben Smith on a Tuesday night at pre-season training. Firstly, Ben, how have the lads been during training?
Yeah, it's been great to get them going. The fitness levels have been surprisingly good. I think the majority of them have been doing quite a lot during the lockdown, and I think they've been itching to get going. We'll see over the next week or so if there's a bit of a sort of a dip. Because obviously they've had the hire coming back to training, etc. But overall, the data we're getting is suggesting that they're ahead of schedule, which is great. So we've got nearly 2 months until our league campaign starts. So yeah, all in all, really positive start.
So you've touched on it there. Obviously, the FA announcement over the weekend about football starting again from the 1st of August. I suppose that's great news for us as a team, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the hardest thing has been trying to train with no sort of starting line really. At least now we've got something to prepare for. The motivation levels, although they're high anyway, because we're aggrieved of last season being cut short, as I'm sure everyone is. It just gives us something to plan for, in a little bit more detail. We didn't want to go rushing in with 3 sessions a week, asking the lads to do X, Y and Z outside of our sessions until we had a date there, because we could have been going for a long time with sort of no end in sight on that. We don't want it being an arduous task. We want our players really focused on the task at hand, really. And it's it's a tough task. What we want to do, our ambitions are high. So we've got to put some real hard work in.
Perfect. So again, pre-season just around the corner now. I suppose matches behind closed doors. Have you kind of got any games agreed, or is our pre-season matches now set in stone on who we're going to be playing?
We're very close to agreeing all of them. Obviously with the announcement of the 19th, I believe, is our first league, the league start. We may have to put things back from what we kind of provisionally had planned. What we don't want to do is have loads of pre-season friendlies and then have a big gap between the start of our league and the last pre-season friendly. We really want to be tapering the session so we're peaking for that 90th, that league start, or potentially the FA Cup a week earlier, depending on how that goes. I've seen a lot of leagues are starting on the 5th of September, potentially. So again, that would give us a little bit of a gap between the 5th and the 19th, where we may not be able to fill for friendlies. So it's been logistically, it's been a bit of a nightmare for managers and for clubs to get agreements in place. But hopefully now that things will become a little bit clearer and we can really get excited for the season.
Perfect. So past few weeks you've probably been busy bringing in a couple of new faces in Rafe, Dan and Sam. Are there any more new signings that you kind of want to make, or is the squad as it is pretty much how you're going to go into the September season?
I think for us it's always been a case of primarily keeping the squad we had together. There's no secret we had a very talented squad anyway. We started the season off slowly, but we've gradually, as the season went on last year, we were getting better, building momentum. Our quality in the squad was improving as we went, so we were really happy with how we finished the season squad-wise. You're always going to look around. There's been players, obviously, for example, Rafe. He's someone that we identified last season. We knew that Patrick would be moving on at the end of the season for obviously reasons, personal reasons, moving abroad, etc. So we already had a few players earmarked. And you've always got to keep your finger on the pulse. If there's someone available, then they're going to improve us. Then that's what we're going to do.
Perfect. And finally, the new season 2 months away. What do the next few months entail for Herne Bay Football Club, both on and off the pitch?
Hard work. It's very cliche, but if we're going to catch certain clubs, we've got to outwork people. It's that simple. I'm a firm believer in you make your own luck, and we as a club have got to make our own luck, whether that's on the pitch in terms of signings and putting the graft in on the training grounds, preparing the team properly for games, and doing our research, which we will. We've added the GPS vests in. we've got video analysis, etc. So behind the scenes, we can't physically do any more at this level for our players. So I think it's getting all of those 1% together. And again, off the pitch, we've got to try and outwork these opposition and
meet them. Obviously, we've got new media team, etc., which makes a huge difference behind the scenes. We've obviously built with our directors that come in last year. So we've got a year of experience under our belt as a club. We want to grow. New commercial manager, etc., etc. Everything we're doing this year, we want to make it that 1% better than last year. And with that mindset, we can only go close. We can only do our best, first and foremost. We can only do our best and work our hardest. And we'll certainly do that, and we'll see where that takes us.
Perfect. Ben, as always, thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of a cold Tuesday evening.